What do you make of this? Some people are saying this as you just heard. As you just heard, Nupur Sharma, this is an assault on Astha.
Yeah, good evening, Rahul. First of all, I condemn the pan-India stone pelting incidents as well as the JNU violence on account of Ramnavmi. I really condemn it wholeheartedly. There are 4 issues here, and let me delve into them briefly. First, the stone pelting, and then I'll come to the JNU incident. Number 1, this thing about Shobha Yatras bringing violence upon themselves by venturing into quote-unquote Muslim areas. Will these culturally subjugated, virtue-signaling dunderheads stop using the phrase Muslim areas? Now, who is dividing India again into Muslim and non-Muslim areas and ghettoizing them? And if our modern history has taught us anything, it is that Muslim areas soon turn into Muslim countries. And all it requires is a jinnah. And today we have hundreds of them. Number 2, stop blaming the Hindus by saying they provoked the Muslims by playing objectionable music near mosques. So, the essence of azan, which is, quote, there is no God but Allah and no one has the right to be worshipped but Allah 4062, unquote, amplified through the loudspeaker 5 times a day, whole year round, near a temple, is not provocative. But Bhajaman Ram Charan Sukhdai or Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar, amplified through the loudspeaker 1 day in a year near a mosque, is provocative. And provocation is subjective. Only violent people are provoked into violence. And talking of provocation, the very existence of a kafir is provocative. 98:6, 929, 456, 973, 2198, 4070, and 100 other verses. So we should cease to exist. To be sure, we actually would. As Rabindranath Tagore said, and I quote him, Islam has distinct enmity against all other religions. It is not just satisfied with observing its own religion, but is determined to destroy all other religions. And the only way to make peace with Islam is to embrace it, unquote. You don't seem to grasp what Gurudev did a century ago, Rahul, that this is a clash of civilizations. Number 3, now let me quickly address the JNU fracas. Honestly, it is embarrassing that grown-up men and women should be studying or engaging in such violent conduct. I am, as I elaborated last week to you, Rahul, in great detail, against any meat ban, despite being a vegetarian. But it appears this wasn't the case here. 18 hostels apparently served non-veg food yesterday. ABVP has denied demanding meat ban. They claim a puja was disrupted. Both sides got injured. Let the truth come out. Finally, number 4, and I've said this before too, Rahul, religious dress codes, symbols, identities, functions, celebrations should have no place in educational institutions. Restrict them to your private place or private display. Just 10 seconds. If puja was conducted in a private place, I have no objection. But was iftar also held in a private place? No, it wasn't. I am against double standards. But it sadly appears that's the only standard we Indians follow.
Well, Lokesh Jindal, the charge is as follows.
Rahul, I was begging 30 seconds from you because I wanted to rebut the good Dr. Panja when she said that we are totally secular. I wanted to rebut that, but since that time, as tumbleweed has gathered dust, my good friend Mr. Jindal has said some things. I would like another 30 seconds to rebut him as well. So can I have a minute, please?
Yeah, please, a minute. Go ahead. I don't have much more time. Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. If the TMC spokesperson is saying that Didi and TMC are secular, I'm afraid she needs to understand the definition of secularism and how it is different from appeasement. Let us look at Mamata Didi now. Did she change Ram Dhenu to Wrong Dhenu? Yes. Did she say Batla encounter was fake? Yes. Did she oppose CAA that brought relief to persecuted Hindus? Yes. Did she appoint a Muslim on Tarkeshwar Temple Board? Yes. Did she provide midday meal dining hall for only those schools having 70% of minority students? Yes. Did she curtail the time duration traditionally permitted for Durga idol immersion to make way for Muharram procession? Yes. Did she grant 2.6 crores of taxpayers' money to Furfura Sharif? Yes. Did she promise to give land to imams for construction of houses? Yes. Did she pay more than 30,000 imams, 2,500 per month and over 15,000 muezzins? 1,500? Yes. Ye secularism hai. Now can I come to Mr. Crystal Nath and Mr. Jindal? Mr. Jindal, it is embarrassing for a scientist to tell you history. But if you go by H. Rice 2002 Act, it was Congress that said non-Hindus cannot set up shop near Hindu temples. If you go by CA resolution, it was Congress in 2015 that said Bangladeshi minorities must be given citizenship by Hindus. If you go by flagpoles, if you go by
so
all
you're calling
the other
out, you're
instances,
listing more examples of hypocrisy. Dr. Panja, quick response. I want to move out. Yes, Dr.
Yes,
Panja.
absolutely. Just a very quick response is, Dr. Ranganathan, it's so unfortunate that you are educated. And what a diagnosis. I mean, you have to live in Bengal to understand whether Bengal is secular or not.
But the fact
looking after a minority doesn't mean it's appeasement. You see, your definitions are wrong. No, Nupur, I didn't butt in when you spoke. Secondly,
let her finish, please. Let Dr. Panja finish. Lower everyone else's favors, Dr. Panja, yes.
Rahulji, another thing is, this constant denial to say there's nothing wrong in the country is leading the country to disaster.
Okay.
And where is the nation going to talk, and the media and India going to speak on governance? I mean, this is diversionary.
Okay.
When are we going to talk about
dialectics, diversions? But let me tell you.
Is this going to be the agenda for 2024?
Let me tell you.
Hindu-Muslim divide.
Okay, let me tell you.
Is that your only agenda?
Let me tell you.
Unfortunate.
Okay, I don't want to get
Doesn't happen in Bengal.
Okay, both sides have made their point. I just